Collinwood, in the year 1995, where Barnabas and Julia, escaping from parallel time, have found themselves in the future. To their horror, they have discovered the great house in ruins and the family mysteriously vanished without a trace. The few people they have met have been unable or unwilling to tell them what happened. They know only that the catastrophe, whatever it was, occurred in the year 1970. Carolyn alone remains, but she has gone mad and cannot or will not reveal the truth.
I don't ever remember seeing this room.
Listen, music.
And more than music.
How dare you come here? Get out! Get out!
Barnabas, did you see them?
Yes, I saw something, but I'm not sure what it was.
Go away!
Barnabas, looked like two people, but they disappeared so quickly.
Look at this room, Julia. It's not in the same condition as the rest of the house. Nothing's happened to it.
And what about that music that we
Get
heard?
out of this room, both of you!
Carolyn, try to understand. We're trying to help you.
You can help me by going away.
Carolyn, we saw something when we came in. What was it?
You saw nothing, because there was nothing to see.
Was it the same spirit that we saw staring at us through the window in the living room earlier?
Spirits. Ghosts, that's all you seem to talk about.
Because they exist there, and you know they exist.
Carolyn, when we were outside the door, we heard voices. Who was it?
I was talking to myself. I often talk to myself because I'm alone so much. I don't like being alone. I ask myself, how long will it be before they all come back?
Before who comes back?
Everyone. Do you know where they've gone?
Who are you talking about?
If you do know, you must tell me. You mustn't keep it a secret from me. It isn't fair.
Carolyn, we want to know where everyone is just as much as you do. Won't you help us?
How did you find this room?
We followed you here.
No. No, someone's been giving away secrets. Someone's been telling secrets.
Carolyn, please listen.
I'm sorry, but you may not stay here any longer. You must both leave.
Carolyn, I'm not going to leave without you.
You must. If you do not, I will have the sheriff arrest you. He is my very good friend, and he will protect my property from trespassers.
All right, Carolyn, but if you change your mind, come and find us at the old house.
I won't change my mind. He wouldn't like it. Would you, Tad? Tad. Tad, you can come out now. It's all right. They've gone. Dad, please come back. You're angry. It's all their fault. It would have been a lovely party and they spoiled it. I hate them.
My dear Professor Stokes, I am writing to inform you that there has been a change in Quentin Collins' condition. I am sorry to report that it is not a change for the better. What do you want here?
I'm sorry to bother you, Elliot, but we must speak with you.
I have nothing to tell you. You know that.
It's been a long time, Elliot. I might have expected a friendlier greeting.
Barnabas. In heaven's name, Julia, why didn't you take my advice and leave?
We're not leaving, Elliot, until certain things are explained to us. We were at Collinwood earlier.
I warn you, you must stop going there. Your lives are in danger.
We already know that.
You mean something happened to you there?
Yes, we saw the face of a man in the living room window.
Incredibly evil-looking man.
And before that, Elliot, something fell from the foyer and almost killed Julia. Elliot, who was that man?
Many people have seen things in or near Collingwood, but that doesn't necessarily prove they exist.
We didn't imagine that man. Now, Elliot, how often have you been to Collinwood, and what have you seen there?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Julia, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help seeing it.
Seeing what?
The name Quentin Collins in that letter.
Quentin? Then you know where he is.
I don't know.
Yes, you do know. Let me see that letter. Julia. Good Lord, he's in a mental institution.
The astounding thing is that he looks exactly the same as he did when he was committed in 1970. He hasn't aged. It's as if he were frozen in time.
Julia, we must go and see him.
You won't find him there. I received word yesterday afternoon that he had escaped.
Escape?
And even if you could see him, he wouldn't be able to help you.
That seems to be the case with everyone. Why? Why is everyone frightened to speak? How could you possibly stand by, do nothing, and say nothing? Now, you've got to tell us what you know, Elliot.
Barnabas, as God is my witness, I know very little more about this than you do.
How is that possible? Weren't you here when it happened?
No, I wasn't here. Always regretted that I wasn't.
Where were you?
In the fall of 1970, I was traveling in Europe. When I returned, I found Collingwood just as you two have found it. I asked questions everywhere with as little success as you've had.
You understand this?
If you feel frustrated after just a few days, you can imagine how I feel after 25 years.
I don't understand why you didn't tell me this when we ran into each other the other day.
I was terrified for your safety.
But why?
That is the truth. Shortly after I returned, I heard rumors of strange happenings at Collingwood. I thought if I could undo what had been done, I might at least restore poor Carolyn's mind.
I attempted an exorcism and very nearly paid for it with my life.
How?
I saw the ghost. But that wasn't what terrified me so. It was the overwhelming sense of evil that surrounded me. It seemed to be smothering me to death. I turned and ran. I never saw the ghost again after that.
And you never found out what happened to the rest of the family?
No one has. They vanished. For all we know, they may all be buried somewhere in the house. The night it happened, Quentin Collins was found wandering in the woods, totally incoherent. Carolyn was found cowering in the tower room. They had both gone mad. I've always suspected that Carolyn was the only person who knows what really happened. But the secret is buried, perhaps forever, in the darkest corner of her mind.
Elliot, there are certain things that we must find out, and you're going to help us.
I don't know how, but I am willing to try.
We'll be in touch with you soon.
You're the one. You told them about the room.
No, I didn't, my dear.
I don't believe you.
You must. And you must do something else for me as well. Please sit down and let me talk to you.
Barnabas, what if Carolyn is still here?
I doubt it should have stayed here this long.
No idea. This room is obviously important. Why is it not in the same condition as the rest of the place, Julia? Any clue could be helpful.
Barnabas, look.
Birthday card.
And it's brand new.
Happy birthday to my dearest Tad from your loving Carrie. Who in the world could Tad and Carrie be? Well, Julia, which way now?
I don't know. Barnabas, do you think Stokes was telling us the truth?
About how much he knows? Yes. He was frightened and confused, but he wasn't lying to us. Oh, if we could only find Quentin.
Oh, Barnabas, if Quentin's been in a mental institution, he can't help us.
Well, I would still like to question him. Poor Stokes. He's so baffled by the fact that Quentin isn't as young as he was in those years. Obviously, Quentin's portrait is still intact. If anything has happened to it, he would have grown old by now. We do have a visitor.
There won't be another birthday party for a whole year. Will it be that long before I see Tad again?
I don't know, Carolyn, but it isn't really very important, is it?
Yes, it is. It's very important.
Please, search your mind again. Try to remember what happened on that night in 1970.
It isn't good to dwell in the past.
We've been good friends for a long time, haven't we? We've always confided in one another.
That may no longer be possible.
What do you mean?
You have new friends now, haven't you?
Carolyn, they're your friends, too. Julia and Barnabas are trying to help.
They spoiled my party. They should never have come into the room. Why did you tell them about it?
Quentin!
Let me kill him! Let me kill him!
Quentin, you know what you're doing!
He deserves to die!
You're talking about yourself, Quentin.
You had no right to stop me! Who are you, anyway?
Well, look at us. Don't you recognize us?
No. No, you can't be... You can't be who you look like. They went away a long time ago.
But we are. I'm Barnabas, and this is Julia.
No. It's one of his tricks. Yes. The attendant's always playing tricks on me.
Barnabas, we'd better get him downstairs.
Carolyn, you've often said that everyone would come back to Collingwood one day.
Yes,
Do you really believe that?
they will all come back.
Does that mean you know where they went?
Yes,
Can you tell me?
they never said goodbye. I always thought that was very strange.
Has it ever occurred to you that their coming back depends upon you? What I mean is, you've never been able to remember what happened on that night in 1970. Perhaps if you could remember, it would be possible for things to change. Collingwood could be as it was.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I do. Please, try to remember something. Anything.
It's so strange. There are times when I think I remember. Times when I dream and seem to relive it all. Times when certain things jar my mind. A song. A stillness in the night. A child's toy. But I can never put all the fragments together. I just can't do it.
Come, my dear. I'll take you home.
I still don't understand how you got here. Or why you look the same.
But you do accept that we are here and who we are.
Oh, yes, I accept anything and everything. Except
Except what?
my own innocence. I will never accept that.
Tell us what you mean.
Oh, I came here to do something. Yes. Yes, and I failed. I failed again. I've got to go now.
You must stay here, Quentin, and help us.
Help you?
Yes, something happened here at Collingwood 25 years ago. Do you remember what it is?
I don't want to talk about that. I think about that too much. I don't want to talk about
Do
it.
you remember what happened?
No!
Are you sure? Anything, any clue would help us.
I should have prevented it. I should have prevented it. But I didn't, and I deserve to die.
Quentin, what were you doing in the woods at that night?
I don't know.
Then you never actually saw what happened.
I should have prevented it.
But you couldn't have prevented it. You weren't even there. Now, Quentin, what do you know about the playroom that exists at Collinwood?
Nothing.
How did it get there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know very well that there was no such thing there in 1970.
Oh, yes. Yes, there always was. Yes, always.
Would you be willing to take us there now?
No.
Why, are you frightened of it?
Why should I be frightened?
Well, then, let us take you there.
No. It won't do any good.
Why?
Barnabas, it might not be wise to take him there.
I'm telling you, it won't be of any help. Listen now. All right. If going there will help prove it to you, then I'll go.
Barnabas, that's the same music we heard the other night.
Yes, before we saw that figure in the window.
I don't want to go in there.
Are you frightened?
No.
Then we must go in, Quentin. Quentin, we must go in.